What are you up to, More Perfect Union? What doesn't Sam Altman want me to know?
Watch this clip of Sam Altman having a very strange reaction to an interviewer who's pretty friendly to big tech, and I'll explain in a second.
How can a company with $13 billion in revenues make $1.4 trillion of spend commitments? And you've heard the criticism,
First
Sam.
of all, we're doing well more revenue than that. Second of all, Brad, if you want to sell your shares, I'll find you a buyer. I just...
So catty. Oh my God.
Enough.
So why does Altman seem so upset here? After all, this interviewer is just pointing out a basic fact that OpenAI has committed to spend over $1 trillion on AI infrastructure over the next 8 years, despite only bringing in around $13 billion a year in recurring revenue, less than...
Whoa, hold on. Well, that's sales revenue, right? That doesn't count the amount of money they're getting from investors. They're getting a fuckload of money from investors. And isn't that a kind of profit in itself?
1% of what they're promising to spend. I'm no money genius, and I'm personally terrible at budgeting, but that doesn't seem great. Most of the supposed growth in the American economy in 2025 was caused by investment in AI. That's all part of...
I still can't get over that chart. Hold on.
American economy in
The one where, and this is unthinkable. For the first time ever in 2025, or at least midway through 2025, the amount of money we were spending on like AI data centers and shit, the amount of investment that was going into the tech industry, outpaced all consumer spending in America. Look at how much consumer spending plummeted from December 2024, when we were still living under Biden's regime, to June 2025. Look at that. Jesus Christ.
2025 was caused by investment in AI. That's all part of a promise being made by the industry, led by Sam Altman, that once a certain level of machine learning intelligence is reached, all of our problems will be solved.
The housing crisis, cancer, poverty, climate change, mental health, democracy, universal basic income, cure a bunch of diseases, this cancer and that one, and heart disease.
Helping you try to accomplish your goals and be your best.
Very high quality healthcare, important new scientific discoveries. The marginal cost of energy are going to trend rapidly towards zero. The more equal world.
Universal extreme wealth for everybody.
In exchange for all that, Altman is asking all of society to put all of our eggs, our data, our economy, our water and resources,
nice tie in there,
into one basket. His. He's offering us one massive "just trust me, bro." So should we trust Altman? Should we accept his deal? Is it even our choice? Altman isn't a technologist or scientist. He's an investor and deal maker, and really good at it, supposedly. But his whole career is a series of "just trust me, bro" moments. So let's examine the deal Altman is offering all of us. Should we believe Sam Altman's promises? And what's the cost to the rest of us if those promises turn out to be lies?
But what does Sam Altman not want me to know? He has horrible fashion taste? Sam Altman? Actually, Sam Altman dresses relatively well by the standards of his contemporaries.
Let's go back and look closer at Altman's early days in the tech industry. Altman's first big deal was selling his first company, Loop.
Not here. I wasn't referring to this.
A service for locating your friends. That's something that inherently needs lots of users to work, or else you're just locating yourself.
The operative idea seems to be ubiquity. I mean, get it out there in more ways than you can possibly imagine.
And make it available to everybody.
But the whole time, Loop refused to say how many users they had. Altman just insisted there were, quote, way more users than any other similar service. It turns out, though, that towards the end, Loop only had 500 users. When Reuters reported this, Altman insisted it was 100 times more than that, and that he'd provide evidence. He never did. Just trust me, bro. Loop sold to the Green Dot Corporation, who shut it down immediately and never used any of the tech. Green Dot investors allege it was a dirty deal done to enrich Sequoia Capital, a VC firm with a stake in Loop, and 2 board members at Green Dot who helped approve the deal. Altman left Green Dot as soon as he was legally able, walking away with millions for building an app that no longer existed in any form. And luckily for Altman, someone saw something in him. Peter Thiel.
All these motherfuckers fail upwards. It's so frustrating. Yeah, well, I mean, their real job isn't providing goods or services to people. Their real job is riding a wave of investor hype to the top. And they're very good at that. You know, like that is their job.
Thiel, who once said that Altman should be treated as, quote, more of a messiah figure, gave Altman millions to start his own VC firm, Hydrazine Capital. And that's not all the capital Altman controlled. He was also hired as president of Y Combinator, or YC, an influential venture capital firm and startup incubator, where Looped got its original funding.
I think the president of YC is sort of the unofficial leader of the startup movement.
And Altman personally traded on that influence. The New Yorker reports that up to 75% of Hydrazine's capital was invested in YC companies. Altman used his inside view to get a cut of YC's power, despite Altman promising he didn't cross-invest in YC companies.
I feel like I haven't learned anything specific that Sam Altman doesn't want me to know, and now I'm just content stealing.
The entire economy is tied to the success of Altman's project.
We might screw it up. Like, this is the bet that we're making, and we're taking a risk along with that.
Who is the we taking the bet? Here's OpenAI's CFO.
Banks, private equity, maybe even governmental, the ways governments can come to bear.
Meaning like a federal subsidy or something?
Meaning like just first of all, the backstop, the guarantee that allows the financing to happen.
Through all of that stammering, the CFO of OpenAI is making a clear point. The government, your tax dollars, are responsible for saving the AI project. That's more eggs in the basket.
I can't wait to bail them out. Somebody in chat earlier said, I just want you to know you're not alone. I can't wait for 1 billion times all the tax dollars I've ever contributed to the United States government, all to be poured directly into OpenAI and similar business ventures when they all fall apart. I cannot wait. I love bailing out the elite. I fucking love bailing out the elite. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! OpenAI runs out of money mid-January. Yeah, but it like doesn't really matter. It's not as though OpenAI operates on a profit-based model, you know? Like they have a huge amount of investor capital they're sitting on, don't they? Like if you count all the money they've gotten from investors, aren't they sitting on hundreds of billions at least? No, that is that money. I'm saying the bailout may happen sooner than you expect. Really? When does OpenAI run out of money? 14 billion last time. Billion net loss. Well, when do they run out of money? Let me see. OpenAI needs 400 billion in the next 12 months. Won't make money by 2030. I'd have to look into this more. I don't know. I don't think OpenAI is going to collapse anytime soon, though. Hey, Vaush, did you see the girl doing political yaoi fan fiction with evidence? No. I'm afraid those aren't the circles that I run in. But I hope that she's having fun. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't trust tech articles that talk like this. One of the only consistent critiques of my work is that I'm angry, irate, that I take myself too seriously, that I'm swearing too much, and that my arguments would be better received if I calmed down. Fuck that. This is Gen X slop. I don't this doesn't resonate with me. Good for an article, but like I'm looking for news here, you know? Imagine being the kind of person who gets their news from a figure who swears. Couldn't be me. Watch the video of Jake Paul getting his jaw broken. Also content ID, but also I don't care. This is Ed Zitron. He's been like the guy who's been on this bubble shit since the beginning. Well, I that doesn't provide the information that I need. How often do you look at the Fortune 500 list? Never. What am I looking to get there? Yep, these guys are rich. What am I supposed to look at?